All right, let's just dive right into this. Every single day, you walk around, you go to work, grab a bite to eat, and you probably use, I don't know, dozens of objects without even giving a second thought to why they were designed that way, right? We just kind of accept the shapes, the little holes, and the colors of the world around us as a given. But there's actually this whole layer of hidden engineering right in front of your eyes, literally in everything we touch.
So what if I told you? Almost every single one of them has a hidden purpose. Seriously. By the end of this explainer, I promise you are never going to look at these everyday things the exact same way again. We're going to decode the world around you, one piece at a time.
Section 1. Secrets of your everyday clothes. Hidden functions in your wardrobe.
You put on clothes every morning, right? Well, what if I told you your outfit is basically hiding 19th century secrets? Take a look at your jeans for a second. You know that tiny, almost utterly useless little pocket sitting inside the front right pocket? Today, we tend to, just jam coins or maybe a folded up receipt in there, but it wasn't made for coins at all. Nope. It was originally designed way back in the 1800s specifically to hold and protect a pocket watch while people were out working. It's essentially the original smartwatch sleeve.
Now, if you flip over a standard dress shirt and look right between the shoulder blades, you're usually going to see this small fabric loop. So why is that even there? It's definitely not just some weird fashion statement. That loop was originally meant to let you hang the shirt perfectly so it wouldn't get all wrinkled up in places where you literally didn't have a hanger, like, say, a gym locker or even a ship's quarters. And hey, what about your feet? If you look at your running shoes, you've probably noticed those extra, seemingly useless holes all the way up near the ankle. Honestly, they kind of look like a manufacturing mistake, don't they? But actually, they allow for this clever thing called the heel lock lacing technique. Basically, by threading your laces through these top holes, you lock your heel firmly in place, and that totally prevents slipping and those awful blisters during heavy running or hiking. Moving on to Section 2, Tech and Travel Design Quirks, Surprising Engineering in Daily Gear. Now, what if I told you an airplane window and your laptop charger both share a secret designed to literally save you from disaster? Think about it. If you've ever pressed your face up against an airplane window, you've definitely seen that tiny little hole right in the middle pane. It looks like a defect, right? Actually, it's a highly engineered feature called a bleed hole. Its absolute vital function is to help balance the air pressure between the passenger cabin and the outside atmosphere. This basically stops the outer window pane from taking all that intense structural stress, so the window, doesn't just blow out at 30,000 feet. All right, back down on the ground, just take a look at the keyboard on your desk or even on your phone. Have you ever wondered why keyboard keys aren't just in alphabetical order? I mean, it would make total sense to just have A, B, C, D right at the top, right? But instead, we have the QWERTY layout. Well, this was intentionally created to reduce mechanical key jams on early typewriters. Engineers specifically separated commonly used letter combinations so the little mechanical arms wouldn't get all tangled up when someone typed too fast. So yeah, we literally carry that 19th century mechanical fix on our digital touchscreens today. How crazy is that? And what about when you pack up that laptop? Have you ever questioned the purpose of that leather diamond-shaped patch with the two little slits that just kind of sits on the back of so many backpacks? It is not just some cool retro brand logo. That patch is actually called a lash tab. It allows hikers and travelers to securely attach ropes, extra straps, or even tools right to the outside of the bag without tearing the main fabric. And hey, while we're speaking of laptops, consider that mysterious heavy cylinder right near the end of your laptop charger cable. It's clunky, it constantly gets in the way, but you know what? It is entirely necessary. That cylinder is called a ferrite bead. Its sole job is to reduce electrical interference. It essentially filters out high-frequency noise so that your device operates reliably without any static or random power spikes. Okay, let's jump to Section 3, Secrets Behind Food Packaging, More Than Just a Container. So, what if I told you your everyday soda and bottled water were engineered with secret mechanical helpers built right into the packaging? Have you ever wondered why bottle caps aren't just smooth? I mean, it feels like the ridges are there just to give our fingers a good grip. And honestly, they definitely do help with that. But those ridges are primarily designed for factory sealing machines. That textured edge allows industrial machines to grab the cap and twist it on incredibly tightly and consistently. That's what ensures your drink actually stays carbonated all the way from the factory to your fridge. And okay, here is one that genuinely blew my mind. You know the hole in the pull tab of a soda can? It isn't just a leftover piece of negative space so your finger fits when you pop open the can. No way. If you spin the tab around over the opening, that hole acts as a built-in straw holder. Because soda is so heavily carbonated, a straw will normally just float right up and fall out of the can. But the tab hole pins it perfectly in place. Mind blown, right? Let's bring it closer to home with Section 4. Unnoticed details in your town, the hidden design of the world around us. What if I told you your own neighborhood is absolutely full of objects hiding in plain sight, all shaped by incredibly specific problems? Take sports, for example. Why in the world are tennis balls that iconic, almost neon yellow color? Well, originally tennis balls were actually white, but back in the 1970s, sports broadcasting really started taking off on color television. Viewers at home were having a terrible time trying to track a white ball zipping across the screen. So the switch to bright yellow was a direct requirement for television broadcast visibility. Pretty cool, huh? Moving right along to the grocery store parking lot. Why do so many shopping carts lock together or require a coin to use? I know, it can feel super annoying when you're in a rush, but this system actually has a genius dual purpose. First off, it significantly reduces cart theft. And second, that little coin deposit is basically a psychological trick. It strongly encourages customers to return the carts to the designated area just to get their money back, which saves stores an absolute fortune in labor costs. Now, inside the store, or even sitting right at your office desk, just take a look at a standard pencil. Why the hexagonal shape? Why not just make them perfectly round? Well, as it turns out, perfectly round pencils tend to roll right off slanted drafting tables and school desks. The hexagonal design completely stops the rolling dead in its tracks. Plus, as an added bonus, it actually provides a much more comfortable, stable grip for our fingers. Okay, here is a fascinating optical illusion you experience literally every single day. What color is a mirror, actually? Most of us tend to think of mirrors as silver or just, reflection of whatever's right in front of them. But the glass used to make them actually contains small amounts of iron. Because of this, if you look closely at the thick edge of a mirror, or if you create one of those infinite mirror tunnels, you're going to see a distinct, slight green tint. So yeah, a mirror is actually green. Heading back out on the sidewalk, you've probably noticed that fire hydrants are painted in a whole variety of different super bright colors. Why aren't they just universally red? Well, in many places, that specific paint color acts as a rapid, literal, life-saving code for firefighters. The colors instantly indicate the total water delivery capacity of that specific hydrant, which helps first responders quickly choose the absolute best one during a frantic emergency. And as you drive away at night, have you ever wondered how road signs seem to magically glow when your car approaches them? I mean, they aren't plugged into the electrical grid or anything. It turns out, road signs use a special coating made of tiny glass beads or highly engineered reflective materials. These act like millions of tiny little mirrors designed specifically to bounce the light from your headlights directly back toward you, making them highly visible in the absolute pitch dark. So what's the crucial takeaway here? There is a fascinating reason behind even the absolute smallest design details in our lives. From the rivets on your jeans to the paint on a fire hydrant, literally nothing is an accident. The next time you pick up a pencil, crack open a soda can, or board a plane, just remember that you are interacting with generations of hidden engineering. So which hidden secret surprised you the most? Definitely think about that the next time you step outside, and let's keep uncovering the hidden world in our next explainer.